I robbed a guy for 11K while we were on a date. Alright, so what is up, Africana fam? It's your favorite girl, Young Africana, back at it again with another video. As you guys can see, I'm looking real cute. Like, this is giving 80s, like, pinup. Not pinup. That's not even 80s, but yeah, know what I mean. I look like a Bratz doll, pretty much. I'm giving Dolly vibes, Dolly Parton vibes, you know. So I hope y'all are feeling this. I'm feeling this too. Today we're gonna do something a little bit different. This Get Ready With Me is going to be exposing my trifling followers. Let me stop. Y'all not trifling, but I'm going to be exposing my followers' dirty secrets, as well as giving some relationship advice. So this is a all-in-one. It's gonna be funny but then serious at the same time, you know. Had to give a little balance, you guys. But yeah, so I'm pretty much like, while I'm doing my hair and makeup, I'm gonna be, you know, reading what my followers sent me. And if you guys want me to do this more often, go ahead and comment a green heart if you guys want me to do these Get Ready With Me's, or chit chat Get Ready With Me and just talk about a certain topic. Let me know. It's okay, let me know, because I want to spice up my channel and do different stuff and introduce different things. Okay, if you guys want to get into the video, then keep on watching. But before you even do that, go ahead and click that like button if you're feeling this look already. I'm feeling it. Everybody feeling it. Come on, I look like a baddie. Go ahead and subscribe to your girl. Click that bell right next to my name so you guys can get the drop before the drop even drop, okay? And like I said, it's good for the algorithm and your edges. Why would you not want to save your edges? So go ahead and go and save your edges. But without further ado, if you want to see how I achieve this look and expose my dirty followers, then keep on watching. I got my phone and my tripod right here, so it's going to be sitting right here on my desk. So I'm going to be doing my hair, my makeup, and I'm going to read y'all the responses. One would be the dirty secrets, and then the next one would be the relationship advice. So y'all ready? Y'all ready to hear the tea, the juice, the how do I call this? The juice, the tea, the shade. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? I don't think you guys are ready. Let me know if you're ready. But alright, y'all. So we about to start it off like this, okay? I had an entanglement with my ex-close friend's ex-boyfriend. Hold on. Let me get that right, because hold on, y'all about to make me mess up my glue already. Y'all already got me messed up. Hold on. So you had an entanglement with your ex-close friend's ex-boyfriend. Oh, so your close friend, your used to be close friend, ex-boyfriend. Sis, you shady. You real shady. That ain't right. I mean, I don't know. I feel like even though y'all not friends anymore, you kind of disregarded girl code. I feel like girl code low-key don't exist anymore. I might be going front. I feel like there's more bro code than there is girl code. A lot of girls just be trifling. That was trifling, sis. Electric chair. Electric chair. So our relationship advice is, how do you get over somebody and move on after y'all stop dealing with each other? Honestly, sis, I feel like the best thing you could possibly do is just focus on yourself. I know it sounds so cliche, but I just feel like a lot of times when you're in a relationship in general, like, you just end up losing yourself, or just certain things, like, or certain characteristics that you once had, like, you end up losing it somehow, some way. I don't know how, it's just science, you feel me? So I feel like the best thing you should really do, especially because I'm assuming you're probably like either in your early 20s or probably a teenager, just focus on yourself, sis. It's okay. Listen, dudes come and dudes go, alright? And I just feel like right now, sometimes you just need to focus on worrying about like your dreams and what you truly want to aspire to do before like you get older and stuff. So sis, the best thing you could do is work on yourself, okay? Alright, y'all. So next one that we got is, I left one boyfriend in 2020 out of the 3. It's the City Girls up by 1,000 for me.
Period.
Listen, sis, I ain't mad at you. Just don't get caught, and don't get mad if you get caught and all your boyfriends end up dumping you. But I feel like I highly doubt that's gonna happen, you know? So, kudos to you. What advice do you have for long distance relationships? Honestly, I personally feel as if like long distance relationships are not for the weak, you guys. So I feel like it's doable, it's possible. Like when two parties are really in love with each other, anything could work. Like nothing is gonna sit there and tear you guys apart. So for all people that be like, oh, long distance doesn't work, I mean, I feel like it also depends on the kind of person that you are. If you are like, say like one of your love languages is like physical touch, you know that you can't necessarily like be around that person because they don't live where you at. Like they don't even go here.
She doesn't even go here.
You know? So it's just like, if you believe that that's one of your love languages, I definitely wouldn't suggest a long distance relationship. But listen, when you love somebody, you're gonna make anything work, okay? So my advice to it is do it when you're serious. If you know that you're serious about that person and you want to do that, then do it. Y'all, so the next juicy secret we got is I eat the booty. Listen, me too.
Hell no. To the no.
I'm joking, y'all. It was a little jokey joke, okay? It was a little jokey joke. But yeah, listen, live in your truth, okay? Do what you gotta do. If that's what floats your boat, then go ahead and do that, girl. And listen, I ain't mad at it. I ain't judging, but I'm still kind of judging. Alright, the next one is, how do you tell a dude that you just want rump? And rump meaning, you know, to do the deed. I can't actually say the word before I get demonetized, y'all, but y'all know what I get. Rump is the New York term for doing the do, okay? So how do you tell a guy you just want rump in no relationship? Honestly, just let it be known. Like there's no other way besides you being upfront about it. You feel me? Like I feel like being upfront is the very like best thing. The last thing you want to have is gray areas with that person, and it's like they're over here guessing and assuming things, and reality is really not like that, sweetie. So definitely, y'all, if you know you just want a little sex, if you want a little sex, go ahead, girl. Just tell them, okay, alright, like, you know, I want to do that. And you know, guys, they love honesty. I feel like stuff like that make them want to cuff you even more. But listen, that's just another conversation for another day. Cause like I feel like they be like, dang, like she really moving like she a dude. Like dang, I'm supposed to be the dude. What do you do to avoid meeting the same type of men but different faces? Honestly, I feel like sometimes people are really good pretenders, but I feel like honestly you have to know yourself. You have to know exactly what you like and what you don't like and what you're looking for and what you're not looking for. I feel like once you really know what you really want from a person and also to yourself out of that relationship, I feel like people tend to wean themselves out, especially when people are firm in what they believe in and that person know damn well that they're not going to do that. They're going to wean themselves out eventually, you know? So I will definitely say, again, to avoid that is to just know what you want. And I feel like sometimes knowing what you want could come with either you being single completely and just working on yourself, or you dating around as well too, you know? So like you kind of figure out from like, I feel like from both experiences of what you like and what you don't like and what you're looking for in a partner. So that is what you do to avoid meeting the same type of men but different faces. It's just knowing what you want. I cheated on my current boyfriend with my ex, who I also cheated on. Cheated on my current boyfriend with my ex, who I also cheated on with my current boyfriend at the time my ex and I were together. What? Sis, you're losing me right now. So what you saying is you was flipping and you was flopping back and forth between old dudes. So when your ex was your ex, you was, hold on, I'm trying to get this right. So you was cheating on your current boyfriend with your ex, and then when you were with your ex at the time, you were cheating. You don't know what you want, sis. At this point, I'm gonna have to give you the electric chair because you're playing yourself. You don't know what you want. It's giving very much so you don't know what you want. Very, are you a Libra? I think you're a Libra at this point because it's giving indecisive. So the next one we got, this one isn't really a juicy, confession, but it says normalize men paying for dates they offer/ask you on. I just feel like it shouldn't even just be a men thing. I feel like it should be an everybody thing. If you ask a certain somebody on a date, I feel like if you initiated it, then you should be able to cough up the money and go ahead and pay for it. Also too, I feel like people need to normalize that at the end of the day, if you cannot afford going on a date, do not go on the date. Don't spend your last money going on a date knowing damn well you can't afford it. Do not do it to yourself. Because if you cannot afford it, there is honestly bigger fish that you need to fry, and it's not going on a date. You need to get your finances together. So I think we should normalize that. I think I got it. I got it. Alright, boom. So next one we got is how to build confidence after a bad breakup from cheating / lying, etc. So I feel like a lot of these advices, I have like, I could use some of the old advice I was using in my other ones. Again, you want to just focus on yourself and overall just be around a good support system. Like I feel like being and having a good support system would definitely take you a long way in regards of like just dealing with like a bad breakup, y'all. Like telling you need to be around good people that will not only help you in your situation but also just give you words of affirmation, because sometimes in those vulnerable times you're not even able to give yourself that positive feedback or just letting yourself know like, hey, you are worthy. So I feel like that's definitely where like your family or your friends or just people you care about and that are good people to like, that's when they come into play to really help you in that situation. So I feel like that's just kind of like the best way to build your confidence, and also to get back into something that you probably loved to do before the relationship. And again, just be around good energy and vibes. Like you don't need no type of bad vibes around you at all. Like at all. Good vibes only. If you don't got that, they need to leave your circle. So I feel like that's just kind of the best way to build your confidence. And also too, just remember all this stuff takes time. Please remember that all this stuff definitely takes time, and the healing process is not pretty. It's not supposed to be pretty. When you heal up, a scab is not pretty, So just remember that's going to be days where you're going to be good, and then there's going to be days where like you're really bad, and it's okay. It's okay to feel those emotions, but I'd rather you feel those emotions now and get it over with. So once you finally find that Prince Charming or whatever the case may be, like you won't have to inflict that trauma onto that person. Yeah, so next one. I robbed a guy for $11K while we were on a date. I just want to know, sis. Put me on. I have Zelle, Venmo, PayPal, you name it. $11K? How do you not know this is the question? That's my honest question. $11,000. Come on, girl. Nah, that's beastie. 11K, no. I don't want to say that it's capped, because I mean, I don't know, but nah, that's beastie. 11K. $11,000 she stole from a guy while they were on a date. And like I said, listen, city girls / pandemic girls, up by 1,000. I'm 22 and I want a committed relationship, but every guy I find isn't there yet. What should I do? Honestly, girl, the best thing you could do is wait. The last thing you ever want to do is sit down there and rush and put yourself in a situation where you would have been better off just waiting. I promise you, it sounds cliche, yes, and it's like, ugh, I don't want to wait, but I promise you, patience is really key. The last thing you ever want to rush into is getting into something or being serious. And especially the way that this generation is going at this point, y'all, listen, don't even bother. Do not bother, darlings. Just worry about yourself, focus on yourself, queen. It's, like I said, it sounds cliche, but I'm telling you, it'll be worth it. And when you find your twin flame, you're gonna be so happy that you even waited, because I promise you, the last thing you ever want to do is be good by yourself and somebody comes along and disturbs your peace. You do not want to do that at all. You do not want to disturb your peace. So please do not do it because you're lonely. Listen, sometimes building yourself gets lonely sometimes, but you gotta prevail. I saw a follower said this: I'm dealing with a married man. I said, wow. Honestly, what I've learned in this beautiful day and age is that married men, cuffed men, men that are in, whether if it's a monogamous or a polygamous relationship, they shoot they shot more than single men. I've come to terms with that. I've really come to terms with that, you guys. And it's like, dang, like, you not happy in your own home? Like, what's going on, baby girl? A lot of these guys that are in relationships, they shoot they shot more than single dudes, and it's actually getting scary out here. This is why the divorce rate is up. Come on, y'all. Have some dignity. Like, and that's the thing. These dudes be having no shame in their game at all. Like, it's giving ghetto at this point. I was talking to a boy for a year plus and I ended things because I was never his girlfriend. Was I wrong? Sis, you are not wrong. At the end of the day, you did what you did because you felt like you were worth more and he wasn't giving you that. And honestly, I just feel like, and this is the issue I have with this generation. What is talking? Honestly, what is talking? I can understand dating, but talking is a waste of, what are we talking about? I talk with regular people, you feel me? We're talking. What kind of nonsense is that? Come on, girl. Bro, what? We're talking. No. It's either we're dating or we are exclusive. That's that. That talking nonsense. Listen, it's for people that are confused. That's really what it is. Confused people use talking just so that they don't have responsibility over your like emotions or how they make you feel, or like even to say if they should treat you like crappy and stuff, like because you're not his girl, he's gonna use that, well, okay, like, well, you're not my girl, so you can't be tripping over this and this and this and this and this. Do not do that. You are not a vibe, you are a wife, okay? You are, let's go back. You are not a vibe, you are a wife. Don't sit down there and let no dude try to say, oh, I'm not ready for a relationship. Knowing damn well you are ready for a relationship. If you guys are not on a one accord, then you need to take your accord and drive somewhere else and far away from him, okay? Alright, so the next one we got is how to continue self-care and love while in a relationship. I feel like the self-care comes when you just genuinely love yourself and you have love for yourself and respect for yourself, you know? So I feel like in a relationship, how to continue that is don't try to smother each other, I guess, you know? It's cool to, like, you know, love being around your significant other, but also to, like, I've learned to like value space and, you know, just have time to miss each other. So the times that y'all are not hanging out, that could be your time where you're doing self-care, with whether if it's like going over to a friend's house or just hanging out, also to getting your nails done, getting your hair done. And also too, self-care is literally just having boundaries and saying no. Like, people would just be thinking that self-care is the pampering part, but even too, self-care is more so just setting boundaries and just be like, no, like, you know, I don't want to do this, I don't feel like doing this, and that's that. And you can say no to your significant other too. And I know, because I know that when somebody say no to me, it's an issue. Like, what you mean by no? But you learn as you get older that, you know, you definitely need to set boundaries. It's not everything that you can do or that you should do. You know, certain times, if you just don't feel like doing it, it's perfectly okay to say no. So that's also self-care. So just knowing yourself, being around your friends, not cutting off your friends when you have your significant other, just so you have time to sit down there and just, you know, able to just mix and mingle and still have your individuality while you're in a relationship. Alright, y'all, so the next one, I don't know, girl, you losing me. You really losing me right now. So the next one says, I bleeped my ex's brother. I said, wow, you don't have any morals? Now let me stop. I feel like, I mean, it depends what the ex did to you or whatever the case may be, but I just feel like the bros be off limits. But I mean, if it's revenge and he did some spiteful ish to you, then by all means, I'm here to support the antics, you know. But that's still gotta be beastie though. I might be going front. God is, how do you address past traumas from previous relationships with a new significant other? I just feel like, to be honest, that shouldn't even be a struggle, you know. I feel like at the end of the day, everybody needs to understand, especially at our big ages, that we've all been through some sort of a traumatic experience with a significant other, or not even just a significant other, but a lot of our childhood traumas that really kind of messed us up. And I feel like now is the time for us to unlearn those certain things, and I feel like the first thing you do is to communicate that. So I just feel like, you know, off rip, like, and it's not even to scare your significant other, say if you was just to meet them or anything, but simply let them know, like, hey, like, you know, these are my trigger points, these are kind of like, you know, the things that I don't like. Again, it's just setting boundaries with that person. So now it's like, okay, I've addressed them to you, I've addressed them to you. Now it's like, okay, now you cannot say that, oh, I didn't know this about you, or you never told me this. So say if he was to cross the line, now you know how to cut him off and when to cut him off. Because it's like, you knew and you still went, you know, against the grain. So I definitely just feel like you should just bring that up. It should be a conversation. Like, hey, you know, babe, like, you know, I wanted to just address to you about certain traumas that I have. And I feel like addressing them is like the first way of, or like, you know, the first step of fixing it. So just say, hey, you know, babe, like, I want to address to you about certain things, or certain things that like kind of trigger me, or I have trigger points with and stuff. And like, I also want to know yours as well, so I know exactly what to do and what not to do, and we could grow together. The whole goal of relationships is we're gonna grow and we're going to reach our goals, and that's just on periodic table. How to leave a toxic relationship but he don't want to break up. At that point, I am calling the cops, because why are you not allowing me, or even to I'm filing a restraining order on you, to be honest. Because why are you not allowing me to break up with you? That's, I get it, like, yeah, you love me or whatever, but okay, like, it's toxic. Like, that's a tricky one. I'm not even going front. I feel like, if anything, that's a hard one. I don't know. I really don't know, because I've never really been in a toxic relationship before, so it's kind of hard for me to say something when I can't even really speak from experience. But honestly, I feel like you should definitely contact somebody too, especially if like he's moving that way, because he sounds like a narcissist, and situations like that too could also get very deadly. So I feel like definitely notify somebody that you're close with, like, of what the situation is going on, at least somebody, so like even till you share your location and everything, and you just, you know, make sure that you good at all times, because people are weirdos. Like, people are real life weirdos. But I feel like you should just try your best to just, you know, not keep in contact. Don't, like, try to keep as far in contact as possible. Don't try to reach out to him and stuff if you're trying to break out of this relationship. I feel like you should definitely cut all ties, especially if it's toxic and you're just trying to leave, because best believe any little link that he has with you, he's going to use that against you, and he's going to use it to hold you. So try to cut off links with him. Even if you have to change your phone number, probably do that as well too. Is any advice on dating African men? I feel like before you even date an African man, get to know their culture as well as their religious background as well, because I'm not gonna lie, from my encounters of me being African, of course, growing up with African brothers and my father, well, my father and my stepfather, African men can be controlling. I'm not gonna front. So be prepared for that. I feel it's not all of them though, but a lot of them, a vast majority of them, they could be very controlling. So just be aware of that and prepare yourself for that to happen, and just make yourself aware of the culture and stuff, because even too, like, sometimes people will sit down there and will try to bash you because it's like you're not doing certain things that are appropriate in the culture and blase blue and all this extra stuff. So if you're dating an African man that's more into his tradition and stuff, get to know his tradition before you even go into it, and see if you agree on it, and see if he's even strong in that, like, tradition as well, you know. So I feel like that's just like my advice. But get prepared for heartbreak, girl, because African dudes, I'm not gonna front, they are sluts. I promise you guys, they're like total whores, and it's not all of them, but it's again, the vast majority of them. But one thing I could definitely say about African dudes is that, well, especially Ghanaian dudes, this is one thing I could tell you: if they really like you, they are so and super sweet. Like, they're super sweet, you feel me? So like, when they really like you, like, they will invest in you, you know. So you could tell when a guy, and I feel like that's just with any guy in general, but especially I've noticed this with Ghanaian dudes. Like, Ghanaian dudes, when they really like a girl, they're super sweet. Like, a lot of girls have this thing for, like, Ghanaian guys. Like, oh my gosh, I love me a Ghanaian guy, da 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 da, they look so good. And I'm like, I don't know what y'all see, but whatever. But yeah, y'all, the craze is for Ghanaian dudes. A lot of people love Ghanaian dudes. It was like, I went to a Ghanaian dude and never went back. To each his own. I don't know. Alright, y'all, so this is the final question that I got, which is, what is it like dating on campus? I mean, dating on campus is a little bit trash, I feel, because you can't really do much. I mean, it depends on what school you go to too, though. But from when I was in school and stuff, dating and whatnot, like, our campus was really small, so like there wasn't really much to do, and it's like, you know, we all broke college students and stuff too, so it's just like we really don't got much to do. So I mean, it's really what you make of it though, to be honest. It's still fun, but you know, It just depends on what campus you go to, though. Why I feel like one is higher than the other. This one looks a little funny. I ain't even gonna lie. Okay, that one, it looks a lot better now. So this is how we looking, y'all. Alright, you guys, so these are the finished results. As you guys can see, we looking laid and slayed over here. I really love how these baby hairs came out. This is my first time ever doing these baby hairs, and let me tell y'all, I'm so proud of myself. Like, I could literally cry. Now let me stop, you guys. But nah, I'm really feeling this look. I hope y'all feeling it too. And also too, comment down below which dirty secret it was the most dirty. Which relationship advice did you resonate with the most? So comment that down below. Let me know where your head is at, you know. And hopefully you guys enjoy this video so we're able to do this again. I definitely want to be more active on my channel and do more, you know, chit chats and stuff, you know. So let me know some topics that y'all want to hear from me. But until next time, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Deuces.